Hi guys, welcome back, and I hope you're all doing great. At least some of you might have actually wondered what kind of a person actually spends a lot of time with deck of cards. Now, admittedly, only an odd person will actually do such thing, but the truth is, once you start playing around with it, you actually start to notice certain things that actually really fascinates you, and some of the things actually goes even beyond your explanation. Now, what I'm about to show you is actually one of such things. Now before I do that, first I want you to select a card. Okay, so any card is possible, so let's say maybe this one. Now we won't look at it just yet. For the moment we will leave it right there, because first I actually want to show you something with the 4 queens, and it's something that I actually observed when practicing a trick with the 4 queens, and I have to tell you what I'm about to show you is something that goes beyond my explanation. So obviously the 4 queens are the queen of spades, hearts, diamonds, and of course the queen of clubs. And this one I actually observed. Okay, while actually practicing the trick, at one point I somehow take the 4 queens together just like this in a packet and I give it away. And for some reason, when I do that, one of them disappears. Now you see, I will try to show that one more time. Watch. It's when I actually wave, that's when the next queen disappears. Now see, I'll try to show that in slow motion. Okay, watch the queen of spades. Okay, now do not blink. If you blink, you might actually miss. Okay, watch. It's when I actually wave, that's when it's gone. Now see, last chance for you guys to see this. Okay, watch the queen of hearts. Okay, nothing happened yet. Okay, now you see it. Now I have it, but it's when I actually wave, that's when it's actually gone. Now that really looks fascinating, but the truth is it's actually a problem, because right now I'm actually missing 4 cards from the deck, 4 queens. So I had to actually figure out a way to bring them back. And the truth is, after a lot of experimenting, one thing that I have found effective is actually the sound. Yes, but not just any sound, but the sound of the perfect shuffle. I will show you what I mean in just a second. Okay. Now I'm actually going to cascade these cards, and as I do that, I want you to notice this part of the deck, and you will see the queens materializing. Do you see that? Well, actually the queens did materialize, because you see now they are right there face up in the center. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. I know there are a lot of skeptics, and you might be thinking that is nothing interesting, that is just some impossible sleight of hand. Well, I don't blame you for thinking that, but at the same time I actually like to prove you wrong, and that's why I actually say the best thing for the last. Okay, now I want you to notice the queens, and I want you to notice that there is nothing in between them. Now I want you to burn my hands, okay, and make sure that I'm not doing absolutely anything. Okay, I'm very slowly going to just close this spread. Okay, make sure that I'm not doing anything. Okay, just only closing the deck. Okay. Now you selected a card right before we even began, and it happens to be a 4. Now watch, if I just wave the 4 over the deck, just like this, something interesting actually happens. Now you remember the 4 queens together, and there was nothing in between them, right? Now watch, but now actually there are 3 cards in between them, just 3 cards, but not just any 3 cards, they are actually the 1, 2, 3 of the other 4s. And I don't know how that happens, guys. I just know it does.